What's up, guys? This is Tyssassin, and welcome back to another episode of SevTech Ages. It's episode 4, and today we are going to be running through age number 1. Yes, that's right. Last episode we got to age 1, and we've done a little bit in age 1 already. We got ourselves a real crafting table, some actual vanilla chests, and we got some stuff to do some prospecting for ores. And you might notice that something's changed over here. We've got ourselves a couple of the melters and heaters, and we are slowly but surely making blocks of copper and blocks of tin. I've done a little bit of mining between episodes, and actually over here somewhere we've got ourselves some copper clusters, some tin clusters, and actually if you look really closely you can see those 64s. There's 4 stacks of each of those in those hoppers as well, and we also got ourselves some clay and some sulfur. The mining in this pack is pretty cool. There's actually a little bit of a mine over here, so I just want to show you really quickly kind of what this mining looks like. It's a little bit different than vanilla, and the clusters of items are actually quite big. So right over here we actually had some cluster of I believe it was copper, and basically on the surface you'll see little rocks. It doesn't look like I've got any over here, but you'll see little rocks that tell you, here we go, this is a teolite sample, and teolite isn't actually an ore, but it is something that's in the game, so it's actually going to convert itself into either copper or tin clusters. And this area here is actually a vein of that teolite, the whole giant area. So yeah, it took a long time to mine out, but we got tons of stuff. So I really only did a little bit of mining in between episodes, and that was it. So it does look like I've actually updated in the pack, and it looks like they took away the ladder glitch that was actually pretty useful. Oh, nope, definitely not. Yep, it's pretty cool. Oh, I'm gonna die. So the way this works is if you just look up and hold nothing else on your keyboard, you end up going really fast up the ladders, and actually it works the same way down the ladders as well. So to start today's episode, we're going to be knocking out just a ton of quests. There's a bunch of crafting stuff that we're going to do, and we're basically going to knock out everything that's in the first line here. The hunting dimension, basin, and all of these things, and actually everything in the second line as well. And then we'll get onto the kiln stuff too, but I need to actually backtrack. There's some stuff in the prior age that I didn't get. We didn't fight the boss battle with the baycock. We don't have the barrels. This is actually new with the new update. There's a dude, where's my biome? So you can actually find darkland biomes with a nature's compass. So we're going to want to craft one of those. That's pretty useful too. And then there is actually the trade for the farmland. So a little bit to do, but let me sleep really quickly and then we'll jump straight into crafting. Alright guys, we're at the wonderful crafting table. I've been looking up recipes and getting prepared. So first thing we're going to do is knock out these barrels, these oak barrels. We're going to make a few of them. 1, 2, oh, they don't stack. 2, 3, 4. That seems like a reasonable amount. And then there's actually a lid as well, which I think we're going to want those. So let's go ahead and grab those. There's the barrel of Vadis achievement as well. These I believe hold water, so it says holds water when left out in the rain, but I think we can also fill them up with our bladder deals. So I think we might be able to carry those around. So they're probably fluid containers that are actually mobile. So next thing we're going to do is the hunting dimension. So we're going to craft 4 stone swords, and we're going to get ourselves some hunting dimension frames. So these should be pretty cool. I don't actually know what the hunting dimension is, but hopefully it's useful to us. I do assume that it's another dimension, so that's important, but I don't really know much more than that. So we'll go check it out a little bit later today and see what it's all about. So that's the hunting dimension. Let's make the wooden basin. So the cool thing with the wooden basin is it actually has a bunch of recipes that you can make things, and it's a lot faster way to make leather because you can put 3 things in there with 1 salt, I think stir it around, and it will become different parts of the leather craziness, because of course you got to go wet tanned hide, dry it, get leather, and then that, you know, yeah, it's a bit of a thing. So let's go ahead and make the wooden basin. I think we only need 1 of those, so no need to make multiple. Next is the channel. So these say I think these are for liquids. Oh, and I'm gonna need some more porcelain, so we'll have to skip that quest for now. Let's make an aqueduct. I don't know what these are for yet, so we'll have to check it out. But there's the aqueducts. I don't know if those are going to be super useful to me or not, so I'm just going to make the minimum now. We need a stone anvil. These are going to be pretty important because they're actually going to allow us to break down our blocks of items. So like a block of copper and block of tin. So those will be pretty key. We're going to want a clay barrel and a clay barrel extension. So we want an unfired clay barrel, and we want an unfired clay barrel extension, and then we'll fire those in the kilns, and we're going to get a whole bunch of quests all at the same time here. We're going to fire those in the kilns, and when they're done, those are going to be useful for holding liquids and things like that. Let's get a hoe. I actually know how to make a hoe. It's just a vanilla hoe. And of course we can use that to make farmland. We don't have to waste bone meal now or do trading, but we do still need to go backwards and get ourselves a bit of that trading quest. Let's make 4 regular furnaces. I don't know, I think the grill is still going to be pretty useful, but you know, maybe we'll use these for something. I'm not 100% sure. Leaf bed's another one, so this is another way for us to sleep. We do need a few hay bales, and I grabbed, just in case it was colored, I grabbed some lavender leaves, which doesn't look like it works, so I'll go grab some other leaves. Yeah, it doesn't work. Okay, I thought it was going to be cool with my purple bed, but that's okay. And then the last thing that's on our list here is a dung pipe, which says that it can move items around in some fashion, so we'll definitely check that out as well. So hopefully, oh, it doesn't look like we got that quest. Let's see, the dung pipe quest looks like use dung pipe to pull items out of a block or use a sewer block through it. Okay, let's see. Let's put some items in here and whoa, okay, we have like super fast item movement. That is actually way cooler than I figured it was going to be. So there's those two as well. So a lot of progress already. Looks like we're going to have to do something with the aqueducts, and I got to make the channel and the leaf bed, and oh, it wants me to actually put this on top of this. And there's that one. Okay, tons of progress on all these. We'll have to see how we use these different items, but definitely a good way to start the episode. So I think what we'll do now, hopefully these don't turn into bricks. No, they don't. Let's drop off this stuff in the... All right, this pipe is pretty cool. Let's drop all this stuff off in the chest here, and then I want to run over to that village. We didn't do this last episode. Let's run over to the village and do our trade quest. I've actually already got some items here in my inventory that we can trade with, and we'll knock out that quest too. All right, we're over here at our village. Here on the map, you can see this is our house, and the village is right down here. Had to kind of go around this like thick stuff here is actually really tall, kind of extreme hills sort of mountains. So, but we got our farmer villager guy over here, and we should be able to trade him some bone meal. And I do have a couple other random things with me because last time I was here, it seemed like there was a few other things that maybe we would want. So there's the farmland quest. I think he's got, oh, he has grape seeds. Is that what I was looking for? Yeah, let's trade for some grape seeds. I'm not sure if that's something I need or not, but I do recall looking for a couple other items. Looks like it's going to get dark, but we need to get up there because there's one other guy I want to trade with. Well, I don't actually know why we need grape seeds. That might have been an accident, but last time I was there, I felt like we did, so yeah, I grabbed one anyways. Couldn't find the other guy. I think it was a fisherman villager, and he had some sort of automated fishing thing, so... You know, I was kind of excited to grab whatever he had, but I did grab some regular old oak leaves, so we should be able to make our bed now, which I think looks like, oh no, it was hay bales. Oops, let's grab those. And I guess this is just a normal bed. Will be destroyed if broken once placed. Okay, a little bed action. We'll leave that right there. That seems like a convenient place if I notice that it's dark. And then, yeah, we need to work on some porcelain, and yeah, I think that's the next step. Let me grind out some porcelain here and see what we can't come up with for these, I think it was the channels? I can't remember. They did actually change the recipe for porcelain in this update, so You still need unfired porcelain, and you smelt it, with a grill or furnace or whatever, but it uses white dye powder now instead of bone meal, which luckily you can just put bone meal in the grindstone with the horse, or in our case buffalo, and that'll make white dye powder. So no problemo. We do need the channels for our follow my channel please. Hello. And I did actually look up the aqueduct thing. We just need to place it. And yeah, I'll figure out what these are for later. It sounds like what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to move water with them, and they need to be at the bottom, and then there needs to be a block like here and one on the other side that would allow you to move water. I'm not sure how that's useful quite yet, so we'll play with that in a little while. But let's go ahead and test out this stone anvil guy. So we should be able to utilize this and basically pound out copper, for example, just by placing it on here, kind of like our chopping block was at the beginning of the series. So let's get a bunch of this copper pounded out. I think the one of the uses for this will be for armor, because I actually looked up earlier what can we use copper for, and it looks like there are some armor pieces that might be a little bit stronger than what we have currently, which is good because my wolf gear is starting to wear out. But we do need plates, which we can pound out copper ingots. Okay, so I'm gonna make I'm going to make some copper armor, I think. All right, let's put this hammer over here so I'm not carrying it around. And yeah, I've got enough copper to make some copper armor, which is great. So we'll grab some of these and one of those. And I think we ought to equip that stuff right away. Yeah, looks like orange leather armor, which, yeah, that is what it is. All right, so this next quest for the nature's compass here, pretty easy to craft. So we just need flaked bone, the spruce sapling, and some logs of any sort. So again, flake bone, all you do is you go find some stone and you smack with a shift right click, and hopefully you don't lose the item. There it is. So we need this little piece. There should also be a sharp bone that popped out of that, but these path blocks are a little bit weird when they have items fall on them. So we got our flake bone. All we got to do is do that, and we've got the nature's compass. Now this thing is pretty useful because we're going to need to go back to the Darklands, I'm sure, probably very soon. So you can actually choose what type of Darklands, and it tells you there on the side that we have 2,500 blocks from us, and we can kind of go through and see, 2,700, 2,900, 2,900, and it doesn't look like it's searching anymore. There goes 2,800. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything closer than a couple thousand blocks away. So I don't know why it doesn't always search. There it goes. Darklands 2,400. I don't know. Interesting, but yeah, pretty useful little device, because it's going to help us find the Darklands where we can get those gems, and those gems can be pretty useful, I think, in this pack. So we're definitely going to keep that here in our backpack. And yeah, let's see, what else do we need to do in Age 1? So we just have the Baycock boss, which we do need the eagle whistle to do that. So if we go to eagle. So there is, I think, a mob in the game called an eagle, which drops an eagle feather and an eagle bone. So we're going to have to go find that, and I don't know exactly where it is, so that's going to be a bit of a challenge. But I think we should probably complete that today. So we are killing it in Age 1 as far as the crafting stuff goes. Definitely need to utilize some of these things for some better automation, so I'm going to work on that kind of in between cuts here. I think we should also go to this hunting dimension, but the kiln is the next major item, and it is the purple series of quests, which I think I explained in episode 2 ago. But the purple ones are actually what gets you the real progress to the next age in the pack. So you can see the purple quests here, and then this one with the kind of starred outline, that's the one that gets you to the next age. So these two here with bronze and the kiln are kind of the next things that we're going to do. And then the blood altar, we need to capture some demonic wills and build a blood altar. This, I believe, is the black magic or something. I can't remember what pack or what mod that's from. Blood altar it's from Blood Magic. So we do need this demonic will and bronze to get this thing. And then we're going to be jumping into the Blood Magic mod, which is pretty cool. I actually really haven't played too much with it. So let's figure out really quickly, though, how do we make this kiln? Kiln, I think we need kiln blocks or kiln bricks. We need 8 of those, essentially. So just bricks and sandstone. You can make bricks by firing clay, so we're going to need 2, 4, we're going to need 8 bricks. Okay, so let's get working on that. All right, we're upgrading around here. We've got the basin over here. I did make these barrels, and yeah, they hold water. And these, oh, you can actually pick them up. The lid, if I can, there we go. Lid actually allows you to then carry it with water in it, which is great. So the actual basin is good for kind of 2 things. For dough, we can actually make 3 dough or 4 dough at a time, and 4 leather. So it's really just here to speed up those 2 processes, which were quite difficult before. I also have ground out a little bit more to get a couple more of these flame grilled hoppers, and now we get a little bit of automation going on here. So I've put my clay balls in the crate above, and of course they've been made into bricks, and yeah, a little wood hopper action over here. So slight automation going on, which is great. Also tested it with some potatoes. Now the key here is that these crates can be placed next to each other. They're actually really easy to make. They're just a chest and some wood, so not hard to make. But unlike vanilla chests, you can place them next to each other, and they maintain separate inventories. So yeah, pretty good, pretty good. So now what we need to do, I need to grab some sand. We're going to make these type of deals here, the kiln bricks, and hopefully get going with that. I think we need a little bit more. 1, 2, 3, wrong. And yeah, we should be able to then jump into bronze, which is sort of the whole point of the kiln, is to allow us the ability to make bronze. So we're going to put these over here. I think this is the spot I want it. I think maybe I want it one further back here. So I've had this hole in the wall for quite a while in preparation for making this. So this is a multi-block structure. So we put those together, and then we're going to actually need the engineer's hammer. That's not how you spell that. Engineer's hammer, and we're going to whack the thing with the engineer's hammer, and it's going to turn into a kiln. So one of those cool things with modded Minecraft. And yeah, all we have to do is whack it with this, and there we go. Now we have a kiln, which we can make bronze in. And bronze is 3 copper ingots and 1 tin ingot. And we need actually something to heat the kiln. So I guess the engineer's hammer doesn't take durability, which is great. I've been crushing down some charcoal down here, and hopefully this will allow us to make some bronze. My guess is it's going to be fairly slow. Yeah, looks like it. So that one process should make 4 bronze ingots, and this should make us a stack of bronze ingots, which will allow us to then make the blood altar. But let's take a look at bronze. I want to see, is there any other uses for this? Whoa, blood altar. Looks like abyssal craft. So there's a couple things that we can make. The Hellfire Forge from Blood Magic and the Sacrificial Dagger. I'm going to guess that we need that as well. So bronze plates are in bronze. Oh, should I have made bronze armor? Oh, no. I hope that these aren't better than what I have right now, because if they are, I'm going to have to make some of that too. So yeah, it looks like there's a couple things. Wooden gearbox. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be pretty useful to us. So I have to check out if there's anything else that we need it for right now. Yeah, definitely should have made bronze armor. This is all 3 to 4, and yeah, it's all actually one bit better. So oh well, what are you gonna do? But we do have bronze now, and this is working its way up. I decided to make two stacks of bronze. I think that will be reasonable. The next thing that we need to do, though, is we need to get into that blood magic mod. So abyssal trophy case, abyssal crafted. Yeah, so the key here is we need to capture some demonic wills, which if we type in demonic will, so here's the actual item, right? And it's used to craft the blood altar, and it looks like it's used in some necronomicon blah blah to go to the beneath. Okay, it's used in a whole bunch of Hellfire Forge. Whoa. Cool, can we make this stuff? Anyways, we need this thing, rudimentary snare, and it's going to allow us to actually apparently capture monsters. And look at that, it takes some tin and ash, which, oh, okay, we can get through smelting. Root of the redwood root. I'm assuming we can just do logs, right? Yeah, it looks like it. So we're going to need some ash, some string, and some tin. So I'm going to go ahead and grab some logs, and we'll make a bunch of ash, and I might have to go cut down another tree. All right, let's grab a couple more of these. We're going to make a stack of these demonic will capturing snares, I think. Oh, okay, they stack to 16. So it's my understanding you're going to throw these at monsters, so we want hostile mobs. And I think the best place to get hostile mobs is going to be this hunting dimension. And yeah, I think we're probably prepared for that because we got the bronze armor and all that. But I think we're going to jump into that next episode because it's already a little bit long. So I do hope you enjoyed the episode. I still haven't fixed this wall. I don't know how to fix it. If you know how to fix this wall, please hit me up in the comments or on Discord or Twitter or somewhere. But in the meantime, my friends, I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, of course, if you're new. And this has been Tyssassin, and I will see you in the next episode.
Meanwhile, across town in this less than fashionable cubbyhole of the San Francisco Examiner, these editors are programming today's copy of the paper into that same Ohio computer.